Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I want to first of all tell you about my first book. It is called He May Be Into You, but for what reason? And it's 10 ways to know if you are wasting your time. That's the book there. And here's my picture on the back. This book is a starter, if you will, on your dating endeavors, but it's free on Amazon in the ebook form, and even in the book form, I think it's on there for $2.99. But you can get this book free on Kindle and on Amazon. And if you would pick this book up, read it, and it may take you an hour to read. It's like I said, it's only 32 pages, and write a review on Amazon down below on Amazon about the book, an honest review, however you view it, and I would greatly appreciate that. That will help me out on Amazon. I'm trying to uh, work my way into relationship advice because I've been come to before a lot about relationships, and it seems people tells me it seems like I have a good handle on relationships. So here's my first book. Order it on Amazon for free on Kindle and write a review. Okay, today I want to talk about being picky and having standards. While you're single, now this is for single people, married people, that's a whole nother game. But for married people, I mean single people, you have the um, privilege of being picky. You could be picky on who you date, and you could be picky on what you want to put up with. I like to watch. I like to watch a lot of judge shows, and one in particular I like is the Divorce Court. And what really gets me, and this seems to be a common denominator with women, is that we are too lenient, or we're too we our threshold for standards is too low. I mean, there are women on there that may have just met the man, and uh, everything was going nice for 90 days, and but they're married, and they have a baby on the way. Who does that? I mean, who does that? I mean, those are permanent decisions that you're making in your life, and you don't even really know. You don't even have a foundation on that life. You don't really know this man. You don't really know this woman. But yet it's still, y'all are in a committed relationship. First of all, you shouldn't be in a committed relationship after 90 days, I feel. Let alone getting married, let alone having a baby. But you just met each other, and everything seems like it's going to be blissful, and you don't understand why people are having such a hard time in a relationship, because your relationship is going so great. I mean, he does this and he does that, and she does this and she does that, and boom, y'all come together, and you don't even know each other. Now you're in divorce court talking, and he's talking about, she's, I believe she's cheating, and she believes he's cheating, and they got a baby on the way, that now the baby got two parents that are together and don't really know each other. It's just really mind blowing. And all I'm saying is they got a word out here. I'm 53 years old, so I'm by no means professing to be young and hip and know what all the slangs out there right now, but I do know that there's a slang out there saying she's thirsty, and that basically means she's desperate. Don't be so thirsty. Don't be so wanting a man that are willing to alter your entire life. Because see, really, what's going to happen? Really, the baby gets the bad end of the stick of that situation I just described. But really, the woman too, because when the man leaves, usually he don't leave with his child. Usually the woman don't even want him to leave with the child. Let's say you get a man that wants his baby, and now you got that fight on your hand. But then more often than not, it's going to be you and that baby, and most of the time, I hate to say it, but the man is going to go on his way, and the baby's not even going to know his dad. This is just so crazy to me when I see that women will do this to their lives and they don't have to. You don't have to. That's the what that's the main thing I'm saying. I am single. Yes, I am. And I really don't mind. I mean, I'm really happy being single. And if a man do come my way, if I do decide to date, or if I do decide to be in a committed relationship, he's going to have to come to my standards, just like I would have to come to his. Um, right now, the man and the woman has a right to be selfish. You have a right to be picky. You have a right to have standards. And a lot of times when you hear people say, I'm selfish, it has a negative connotation to it. But really, it really isn't. It's just that you got a standard. Or, now I'm only talking about in a relationship way, not in any other way. If you're selfish in another way, then, you might need to work on that. But I'm just talking about for you and for the person that you choose to be in your life for the rest of your life. You have a darn good right to be selfish. You have a darn good right to be picky and have standards. Because really, the better way to say it is that I got standard. But really, you're picky. Don't be with a man, go to bed with him, unprotected. Unprotected. I mean, if you got a baby on the way, it's unprotected. Don't go to bed with a guy unprotected, because there's so many other things that could go wrong with that unprotected sexual act. Um, and then, afterwards you feel bad about yourself. You feel like your self-worth has been diminished. And really, he didn't do it. You did it. I mean, he may have persuaded or brought the idea to you, but this is your body. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So, and so if you go out and you do the act, that means you want to. Then you got to discover that, why did I do that? Why are my standards so low that I can meet a guy and go to bed with him shortly thereafter, and now I potentially am pregnant? Now I'm potentially open to all kind of venereal diseases. Why did I do that? You got to ask yourself that. Why are you not picky enough? Why don't you have your standards high enough? And I'm saying this because I've been there too. I've been there. I have, you know, wanted a man and done things for him that maybe was against my standards. Not maybe, they were against my standards, and wondered, why did I do that? And, you know, and a lot of times too, women, after the relationship is over, we usually look back and say, what the heck was I thinking? You know, Tyler Perry, I think he had that in one of his plays as being Medea. You know, you'd be like, what the heck was I thinking? I must have been lonely as hell to be with you. You know, because there's not one, I can't think of not one man in my past that I would want back right now. I can't think of one. Not a one. And it's not that because they were bad men. It's because my standards have changed. And my standards not necessarily went higher, but they changed. My life has changed, so my standards have changed. So I'm just saying, be picky, ladies. Be picky. Don't worry. Don't be so thirsty that you feel like you gotta have a man, that you gotta drop your standards to deal with the one that you got. It has standards. Cause trust me, if all of us get standards, the men will now have to do what they got to do to get us. But what's happening is that women are too free with their standards, and they're too flexible with them, and therefore a man is like, I can get her, I can get her, you know. But if we're all standing on our standards and being picky, then he has nowhere to go but to meet our standards. You know, if this guy really likes you, he's going to get up to the standards that he needs to be. He's going to, because he doesn't want to lose you. So anyway, until next time, don't forget to get the book. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe if you like this post. And I will see you guys the next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.